Think spooky phenomenon. You might think of ghost schools and other things that go bump in the night, but forge it Edgar Allan Poe for creepy tales of unexpected explain. You need to take no further than your nearest psychic textbook. Our world is shaped by all sorts of unseen forces that we don't fully understand. So let's take a look at some of the unsolved mysteries that plague the minds of psychics, from dark matter to multiverse. It's time to bulge, though by it's time to delve into a world in which truth is stranger than fiction. Number 1, dark matter, a spider web. Planets, stars, asteroids, galaxies, the things we can actually see make us less than 5% of the total universe. Scientists think another 25% is a strange substance called dark matter. We can't see it, we don't understand it, but we're pretty sure it's out there because everything moves to its gravitation tone. Scientists believe the dark matter acts like a spider web holding a fast moving galaxy together, and there's much of this stuff that it bends the appearance of space, so that when astronomers observe distant galaxies, they often appear disordered. We have plenty of evidence the dark matter exists, but as for what, it remains a mystery. Some think dark matter is composed of an undiscovered particle or particles. Others believe its undiscovered property of gravity. With the truth of dark matter is a real puzzle, and it provides hugely tricky to pin down. Dark energy, the poltergeist. So it's dark that makes up of 25 of the percent of the universe. Normally we make up of 5%. What about other 70%? We think that remainders is entirely dark energy, powerful enough to tear the entire universe asunder, which dark matter appears to mesh galaxies together. Dark energy seems to want to push everything apart. We all know that universe is expanding, but it's expanding more and more quickly than it should be. Scientists think the dark energy is the culprit, but where is dark energy coming from? Some believe it's produced from collisions between quantum particles, but no one knows for sure. Number 3, quantum entanglement, spooky action. Famously dubbed spooky action at a distance by a dubious Albert Einstein, quantum entranglement is the phenomenon by which two particles in totally different parts of the universe can be linked to one another, mirroring the behaviors and states of the partner. The quantum entanglement is a bit of a nuisance for classic physics because it breaks some fundamental laws. We previously thought that unbreakable for particles to be connected across such vast distance. They must be sending signals to one another and travel faster than the speed of light, a feat previously considered impossible. What's more, objects are only supposed to be affected by their surroundings. The notion of particles being affected by something happening on the other side of the universe is just strange. Nonetheless, studies suggest that quantum entanglement does indeed exist, and even though we don't understand, we could still potentially use it because of its spooky characteristics. Entanglement could eventually become bedrock of next generation's computing and communication, so watch this space. Animator, the evil twins. Imagine yourself in opposite land. Black is white, up is down, and the matter is animator. It sounds crazy, but the subatomic particles that make up everything around us, electrons, protons, and neutrons, all have evil twins. Animator particles are the same mass as non-normal particles, the opposite electric charge. And because of the antimatter wipes out normal matter on contact, both are destroyed in an instant. So antimatters have the potentially to destroy us and everything we love. But fear not, there are very little antimatter roaming around the cosmos. What's more, antimatter could even prove useful when antimatters and matters meet and destroy one another. It releases energy in a PET scanner. Anti-electrons are created by their notation in the body, allowing the doctors to create sophisticated images, which more scientists hope to one day use the energy released by antimatter's matter interactions to power spacecraft. So perhaps antimatters isn't quite so evil after all. The Femi Paradox. Little green man. The universe is really big, like really, really big. In grand scheme of things, human beings are just small fry, and yet we currently seem to be ones at the party. The Femi Paradox refers to the contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life and apparent lack of evidence that such life exists. We now identified a handful of potential habitat Earth-like planets, but we're still yet to see another sign of intelligent life from out there. So why the radial silence? There are numerous theories ranging at the possibility of the intellectual life is exceptionally rare or short-lived, to the notion that alien species are purposely avoiding detection. Black holes, massive monsters. I'm going to read one more. A constant staple of sci-fi thrillers, black holes are violent, vastly destructive, and invisible. Black holes are regions of space which force of gravity is so powerful that everything around is drawn in. Not even light can escape, which is why we can't see anything of this going on. Experts think there could be up to 100 million black holes in our galaxy alone. These monsters can grow to become billions of times more massive than the Sun, which more at the center of most galaxies, including our own, lurks a supermassive black hole. But we don't know what happens when objects pass through the center. They might become spaghettified, stretched apart into long strings of matter. They could even be transported through a shortcut to a different part of our universe. Spooky. Here's the truth about space. Space roar. Silent scream. In space, no one can hear you scream. Right? Space is a vacuum, so there shouldn't be any noise. And yet you guessed it, there is. The entire universe is alive with sounds, and space roar isn't just everyday sound. It's actually these odd radio signals we've detected through space. You know, radio waves. We use them for communication, TV, cell phones, radios. We Well, it looks like space is full of them, kicking out a noise that loud enough to drown out other signals, which is quite the nuisance for scientists trying to explore the cosmos. So, where's the roar coming from? Some think it's leftover radiation from early stars. Others believe it's a gas of swirling around galaxy clusters, or else galaxies themselves. But for now, the roaring universe remains another unsolved and noisy mystery.